Absolutely. Right now, it's all about the money, the money, the money. We're talking with financial planner Grant van Zyl about the amount of money we're spending on cars every single month. And apparently, it's one of our biggest expenditures, according to the Twitter poll that we put up last week. So, question I want to level with you right now. How much of your money should you be spending on a car every month?
So I think that's a really good question. I think if we look at a depreciating asset, you're taking your hard-earned income. I don't think you want to put more than 10% of your net income towards that car on a
Is that
monthly
with
basis.
general depreciating assets or with just the car in particular?
Any depreciating asset, because remember, those are assets that aren't generating income and in the future are actually going to be sold at a way less, a smaller price than what you paid for it.
Yeah.
So you don't want to get yourself caught up with depreciating assets.
So you're talking about not spending more than 10% on this asset, but does that include your petrol, your insurance, the maintenance, the payment on top of it, fines even?
Yeah.
Well, let's anticipate not having fines.
If we all
How about
drive a car like you, then I think we're going to have to factor in fines.
Come on! You don't even know how I drive, guys.
Mercedes.
Get out of here. All right?
So I think you want to try to stick to the 10% rule across the board. I think petrol is going to be a little bit difficult to factor in. But I think with the insurance and the actual car monthly repayments, you want to stick to the 10% rule.
Some people might suggest going to buy your car secondhand, which is what I did when I got out of varsity.
Yeah.
But then they say you might be inheriting another person's problems with that car because there might be repairs, there might be maintenance that has been missed out on. What do you
I think you can do really well buying a secondhand car, but you can also get a raw deal. I'm a big advocate of getting secondhand cars because as soon as you drive a brand new car off a showroom floor, you're losing a big chunk of the value straight away. But you need to really do your research when you're buying the second-hand car. Understand the market value, the resale value or the retail value. Understand if you're buying from a private person, the Consumer Protection Act is very limited to protecting you. So you want to make sure that car has a maintenance plan, a service plan still attached to it. Or if you're going to a dealer, then you're obviously wanting to make sure that you're getting the best possible deal for your buck. Yeah.
One might also argue the point that living in very advanced cities like Johannesburg, like Cape Town, transport is so integrated, it is so efficient in some parts of the city. Why not just use public transport? Is a car then a good investment if you're living in a place like this?
Well, that's a very, very good observation. I think that's a big topic on everyone's tongue at the moment. If you look at the new taxi services and all sorts of stuff that's out there, people are selling their cars left, right and centre and actually using it. But this is in the big CBDs. I mean, when it comes outside into the rural areas, it's still a little bit more difficult. But if you look at the pricing of the taxi services, I mean, let's use an example quickly. Let's say a 200,000 Rand car. If you're financing that, that's going to cost you 4,400 Rand a month. 600 Rand insurance, that's already 5,000 Rand. If you've got 1,000 Rand on top of that for petrol, that's 6,000 Rand. Average car trip, if it's $50 a trip, 130 trips.
What?
Yeah, 130 trips before you even break even.
That's crazy talk.
Yeah, so you definitely want to look at that if you're in the CBDs.
Yeah. No, we're going to keep our lines open. 08391333728. Are we spending too much money on our cars? 10%, Baba. 10% of my salary wouldn't be able to buy me the car that I want. I'm just saying. Right now, let's find out what else is coming up on your Field and Breakfast show. Elon, over to you.